Guys, is premium brass really that much more consistent? We got here $2.25 a piece compared to $1.38 a piece. So is it real? That's 60% increase in price. Are these really that much more consistent? What we're going to do is we're going to take the Super Trickler with the FX120i and we're going to weigh each case, all 50 of them. And then we're going to give you the standard deviation, and then we're even going to take these two primers. They weigh the exact same. They're spent primers. We're going to load them in a couple cases, and we're going to measure the case capacity. You always hear that the ADG brass has a little bit thicker case walls and a little less case capacity. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to go in and see, is it really worth it? All right, let's begin. We're going to start off with ADG brass and go from there. All right, so what we have here is we measured all 50 ADG brass weights. We got an average weight of 225.7 grains. But what really stands out is the standard deviation. We got a 0.689 standard deviation. That's with an extreme spread of 2.36 grains over from lightest to heaviest. Talk about consistent. Now here's Hornady brass, heavier on average at 238.29 grains. But take a look at the consistency. The standard deviation jumps to 1.607 grains. And the extreme spread is more than triple ADG's at 7.98 grains. That's a lot more variance across the same 50 cases. All right, so we have two pieces of brass, got the Hornady on the left and the ADG on the right. We pushed in a spent primer. Each of them weighed 4.98 grains. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the ADG, weigh it first. Okay, we got 231.54. Pull it out. This one in there. 244.24. Okay. All right. Pull these out and we're going to add water. All right, now we're going to do the water capacity test on these two. Right here, we've got the ADG brass. There we go. We got 231.54. Now we're going to hit 0. Now we're going to add the water. $79.64. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just set this off to the side. Okay. Now let's weigh this one. Okay. We're going to write that down. 12.7 difference. Okay. Hit 0. Okay. Before weight was 244.24. 78.94. Okay, and revisit this. Here. All right. So we're going to tabulate some data and go from there. Here's where it gets interesting. Hornady brass is noticeably heavier at 239.26 grains, compared to 226.56 for ADG. But when it comes to water capacity, which affects case volume and pressure, ADG actually holds slightly more, 79.64 grains versus 78.94. So even though Hornady is bulkier, it doesn't give you more internal volume. All right, guys, so what we've got here is I can't remember. Okay, so we've got 10 ADG, just random picks, and 10 Hornadies. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our ball micrometer here and we're going to measure the neck thickness. So the thickness of the wall on the necks. So let's go ahead and we'll get this stuff written down, and then we'll take our measurements and post them up on the screen. Go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and start with the ADG brass. So let's go here. So we're looking at 17 thousandths, turn it 180, 17 thousandths. Okay. So we're going to set that off to the side. Okay, last one, 1605. 1605 and 1905. All right, let's move on to Hornady. 1545, 1805. Well, that's a wrap for the Hornady and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get all this data tabulated and everything. And of course, we'll put this up on the screen when we're done and kind of show you what we found out from there. So kind of get all the standard deviations and everything, kind of see what's more consistent. So anyways, let's go. Let's figure it out. So ADG has slightly thicker necks, but more importantly, less run out and tighter consistency than Hornady. That's big for neck tension and bullet alignment. After comparing the numbers, case weight, volume, and neck consistency, ADG brass comes out on top for me. It's more consistent, holds more powder, and gives the tighter reloads. It's not the cheapest option, but I think it's worth it. What about you guys? Drop your thoughts in the comments.